What's your credit looking like?
Yeah, it's a little bit, it's taken a hit recently. I'm going through a divorce right now, actually.
Saw like 2 kids pull up. So I think they're trying to rob us this week or some shit.
This is the dumbest thing I've seen, and I don't know when.
Another 500 credit score and wanting a BMW. Also, someone trying to get rid of his vehicle because of the crime. Plus a few more I hope you'll enjoy. If you're new, I'm Mike, and here we talk about money, cars, avoiding debt, and keeping more of your paycheck. If that sounds good, hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment.
I just had a guy call in with a BMW Dream and an insane credit score.
I'm looking at your BMW listed on your website, and I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, I do. It's a 2023 BMW X5 M Sport.
Yeah, that's the one. Is that like a local trade-in, or did you guys get that off the auction, or what's the story behind that one?
This one was a local trade-in. The lady needed something a little bit bigger, so she ended up going to a Yukon and trading in this BMW. Super sweet car, as you can tell. It's super sporty looking, really nice interior. Everything's pristine on it. I mean, it's a BMW. It speaks for itself, but it's a super sweet car.
Okay. Does it have a clean Carfax by chance?
It does. It's got a clean title.
Cool. Perfect. Are you guys flexible at all on the pricing?
This is something I never do. I never negotiate when I purchase, even things on Marketplace. But it's probably something I should be doing to save money. If it's a reasonable price, I pay it. Honestly, I'd rather not save a few dollars and make the purchase faster. The less I have to talk to that person, the better. Plus, I think I'm just horrible at negotiating.
This one just came in. I can see what I can do on price for you, but we price our stuff super aggressive, so we don't have too much, but I can see what I can work out for you for sure.
Okay. I'm super interested. I'd love to start getting some stuff figured out on it, if that's okay.
Are you looking to finance or pay cash on this?
I'd be financing.
Okay. With financing, what I like to do is kind of get an idea of how the credit is. That way, when I do the deal sheet, I can give you accurate rates and stuff. What's your credit looking like?
Yeah, it's a little bit, it's taken a hit recently. I'm going through a divorce right now, actually.
Okay.
The last I checked, I was close to 500. So I might be in like the 500 range, possibly, but I'm not really sure.
I think this is just a bad time to be making a big purchase. You're going through a divorce and might not be thinking clearly. I think we've all been through at least a breakup. I know in the past, after a bad breakup, I've spent money on things I shouldn't have. It takes your mind off what you're going through for a short time. But after that, you're stuck with the bill.
All right. Close to the 500 range. Do you got money down?
I could probably come up with a couple $1,000s.
Okay, so a couple $1,000s down on this vehicle with that credit score is going to be pretty difficult. We might have to look at some other options. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Do you have any other BMWs?
This is the only BMW I've got at the time, but like I said, it's just going to be super difficult with that credit score on this type of vehicle to get you approved on that. I can definitely try, but we're going to have a better luck if we try something maybe, a little cheaper to help you out.
This is really the one I've been looking for. I've been looking for this pretty much the same one in the same color for a while. I mean, this is kind of the vehicle I want. If you guys can make it work, that'd be great.
That's the vehicle he wants, and let's make it work. Your credit score being in the 500s is telling you it doesn't work. There are vehicles I want, a 69 Chevelle, I'd love another Harley. I can go purchase them right now, but the thing is, I don't need them, and I know I'm going to regret the purchase later.
We can definitely send you across. You said you could put a couple thousand down. Are you thinking 2, 5?
3 is probably my max, honestly.
On that 72,000, you're gonna have tax, title, license fees on top. With that 3,000 down, you're gonna be loaning right about that $73,000. Are you looking for a payment, or are you just looking just to get approved and buy the vehicle?
What would a payment be on this roughly? Do you know?
So on this kind of vehicle, you're gonna be right about that $1,400 a month on decent credit. With your credit, it's gonna be pretty high.
Well, let's see if we can get it done. This is really the vehicle that I want. You guys can usually do better than that anyway for me, right?
Yeah, we can definitely get you sent across to the banks and the credit union to see what we can work out. I'll send you a link and you can send in your info, and then we'll get you sent across and see what we can work out for you.
Sure, let's get it done. I live about 30 minutes north, so if you get me figured out, then I'll come on down and we'll wrap it up today.
Okay, I will let you know.
Okay, man. Appreciate it.
So he'd probably be paying around $1,700, $1,800 a month just in his car payment. You add in all those extras that come with owning a car, and he'll probably be spending over $2,000 a month just for transportation. Not the smartest way to spend your money. The odd time I get a few comments from people that are upset telling me I shouldn't be telling people how to spend their cash. I'm not. I'm just pointing out exactly what I wish I was told before I made bad purchases in the past.
Shit, it's crazy. The car theft's out of control.
It's stupid, man. I don't give a f*** if they rob us, but I don't want them in my house and shit, right?
No, I don't blame you.
Hey, you rob it, I'm getting paid out. I don't care.
You have financing on it?
It's paid out.
How much are you in it for?
We paid 78. I got a good deal on it.
It's a lot. I can maybe get you 72 G's.
I got an offer for 76, but I don't have anything I need. It's a lot of tax money, right?
Yeah.
Is it possible to get 2 cars out of 1 car for tax? Or?
No.
That's
Trade-in
not
only
possible.
applies to one car. You could do 2 trade-ins for one car and get taxes for both, but not vice versa.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll see what the is up.
Okay, is there a number that would sell the Escalade?
I'd be down to sell for like 76 to 77.
Text me the details and maybe we'll do a package deal. I'll come pick up your Rolex and your Escalade.
Okay, bro.
This is Canada, where you can't have nice things anymore. Crime is out of control and the criminals are protected. Even if you can't afford those nice things, it's not always a great idea. He mentioned he doesn't care if he gets robbed, he just doesn't want them in the house. The way the law works here, basically you can't protect yourself or your home. Technically you're allowed to, but there's a good chance you're going to get arrested and then sued by the person committing the crime. Police have even recommended leaving your keys at the front door so the criminals have easy access to it. It's a complete circus here.
She has this Ford Escape that she's looking to trade out of. Unfortunately, wherever she bought this vehicle from, they might have maybe overcharged her for the vehicle. Where she stands in equity, it's a negative equity situation. Fortunately for us, we're going to go ahead and get her a newer loan, something that's going to be able to reestablish her credit. She owes $8,000. The car's worth $8,000. It's a terrible situation for her. Are you going to put money down?
Yeah.
How much?
I can go as much as 5,000 if I have to.
5?
Cause I'm trying to go on my own.
Let's slow down. So right now you're paying how much for that car?
585, 587.
And we're looking to go lower, right?
Yeah, like 400 or low.
Now, what do you like more, Toyota or Honda?
I look into
right?
both,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm more into the Honda.
The Hondas, right?
Yeah.
I like the Hondas.
So I like the Toyota Camrys and the Honda Accord.
Okay.
There's one I like, the Honda Accord Hybrid.
We haven't submitted you to a lender just yet, so this is the score that we pulled. If we're going to do it only in your name to get you a second, it's going to be a little bit tight of a squeeze because of where we stand. We're confident we can do it because the income's good, but we know that where the credit is, they're going to give us a subprime loan. So we don't think we're going to be able to get enough funding from a bank to get to the list.
I don't like how they try to act as though buying a new vehicle, when you already have a loan, is a good way of reestablishing your credit. It's not. You get good credit by using it responsibly and paying off your creditors on time, not by going out and rolling negative equity into a new car loan. She got ripped off on the Ford, and buying a new car is not going to fix that.
23 Accord. Our second way to go, a way that we're more confident in going, is getting you a second auto without the trade, right? So just getting you a completely new loan. The third way would just to be add a second person on here to see if we can add strength to the application.
Definitely don't want to take another second car. I can't afford both car payments.
clear, right.
So we can try it on my own, or I can get the co-signer.
I would say let's try the co-signer first to bring the best numbers to the table. And then if we don't like those numbers, then we can go from there and kind of work it out. So approved on what she wants. The payment isn't exactly a lovely payment for her. Payment $695. She's paying $585 on the Ford Escape. She wants to be under $585, under in the fours even if possible, but we still want to get her what she loves. So we're gonna firstly try to work numbers on the car that we have, see if we can't make it more desirable for her. If not, we'll change the car, right? Maybe find her another car that she loves equally at a better payment. So we're gonna hit the drawing board and work hard for her.
No matter how many times I see these videos, it always surprises me. I got a bad deal, or I regret buying this car, so let's do it again. The thinking seems to be if the vehicle is gone, so is the debt. Let's just hide it in a new car payment and be in a worse situation. Somehow this makes sense to people.
What was your first car?
It was a 1980 Datsun 510 hatchback with over 300,000 miles, and I paid a quart of firewood for it.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 1985 Chevy Blazer. This was in 1999, and I had to carry a can of oil and a can of brake fluid. But hey, you know what? It worked.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 1990 Mazda 929.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 1981 Volkswagen Rabbit convertible.
What was your first car?
First car was a 2005 Chevy Avalanche Red, baby.
I wanted to include this one in the video. We see people buying their first cars and spending quite a bit of money. They're financing more than they make a year on a vehicle they can't afford. I've had a lot of cars, but the first one I bought and put on the road was a white Ford Probe. Blue interior with a manual transmission. If I remember correctly, I paid about $2,000 cash for it. Let me know in the comments your first car.
This is the dumbest thing I've seen, and I don't know when. Total credit card debt surged to $1.03 trillion. It marks the highest level ever on record in the Fed, dating back all the way to 2003. Let's do an on-air plastic surgery right now. We're just going to start chopping up cards. It is time for a plastectomy, America. $1 trillion in credit card debt. I'm getting airline miles. No, you're not. You're in debt.
I do like Dave Ramsey, but I don't agree with everything he says. He's grouping everybody together here. I do get points by using my credit cards, and I don't have any debt. I use those points a few times a year to buy things like groceries. I don't pay any interest, and there is no yearly fee, so everything works out to be 100% free.
You're in debt. $1 trillion. When you do it with the student loans, we call it an epic pandemic crisis. When we do it with credit cards, it's on the third page of Fox's website. It's $1 trillion of you buying crap you can't afford with money you don't have to impress people you don't even really like. Maybe you should stop that. I don't know. We've been doing this for 30 years. I feel like we're not getting anywhere.
The progress, it's not really showing up, Dave. Not really showing up.
We're not really moving the needle on America.
It hasn't been that long that I've switched to making every single purchase on my credit cards. And that's because when I was mostly using debit, somehow people were able to access my bank account. It's happened multiple times. The last time was only a few months ago. Somebody made multiple charges to a website I've never heard of, around $600. When I looked it up, it was a business that's used to transfer money to India. Of course, when that happens, you have to cancel the card, deal with the bank, and wait to be hopefully reimbursed after it's investigated.
Because what I think has happened is I think it's two things. I think the credit card, the game is a very real thing. And people say, well, if I'm going to buy gas, might as well put it on my credit card so I can get cash back. If I'm going to be buying this anyways, might as well put it on the credit card to get the airline miles.
But it's kind of a Dr. Phil thing. So how's that working for you?
It's living in that cycle. And then there's a real truth that people are using those to pay for food and to pay for stuff.
No.
Yes.
They have the money for food. They're using these because they don't want to cut off Netflix. They're using these because they want to go on vacation and they're broke.
Myself and a lot of people commenting on this channel are using them for everyday purchases. And from what I'm reading, it's working out fine for most. If you have an issue with spending, it might be a good idea to get rid of your credit cards. But that's not the case for everyone.
That's why they're using them. It's the same reason they've always been using them.
100%. Yes.
You cannot make an economic case that people are actually have to have a credit card for survival today. That's just not true. It's not, in their brains they keep saying
that's what I was going to say,
but
though.
the mathematical facts don't back it up.
When you look at their budget and you look at what's going on and what they make and everything in it, what's hard is the math. It is tight. It is hard. But what happens is the standard of living that we're all expected to live causes these things to have to be a necessity in order to live that standard of living. And so to cut that down.
Well, that means the average American's living as stupid as their own Congress is living.
Well,
they just keep spending and spending and spending like there's no tomorrow, like there's no reckoning for this level of debt. You keep running up. You got $1 trillion. You got $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. You got to now have $1 trillion in credit card debt, and then you can't figure out why the average American can't seem to get ahead. Well, I think I figured it out. They're giving it all the stinking banks.
Again, I like Dave Ramsey, but credit cards are not the problem. They don't go out and buy things themselves. The issue is the person using them. His solution is to get rid of the cards. I think the solution should be to fix the issues that cause you to spend the money you don't have. If you don't want credit cards, don't have them. But for myself, I'm keeping mine. I'll continue to use them for all of my purchases and pay them off every month. I'm going to end the video here and ask you to hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment below. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.